After completing 4 years of eligibility at Northwestern State University, which included an All-American honorable mention after his sophomore year, quarterback Bobby Hebert tried his hand at pro football with the Michigan Panthers of the upstart United States Football League in 1983. Bobby, a third-round draft pick, won the starting quarterback job before the season and began the season as the #1 signal caller. Hebert and the Panthers got off to a rocky start in the first-year league, going 1-4 out of the gate. But Hebert led a high-powered offense, which included receivers Anthony Carter and Derek Holloway, to an 11-2 mark down the stretch. In his rookie season with Michigan, Hebert threw for almost 3,600 yards and 27 touchdown passes. Hebert finished off the '83 season by leading his young club into Denver for the league's first championship game against Jim Mora and the Philadelphia Stars. In the championship game, Bobby had 314 yards passing and 3 scoring strikes, including the game clincher to Anthony Carter with just over 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. With the game still in doubt, on the pass play, Bobby recognized a blitz and changed the play for the decisive score. Hebert's passes led the Panthers to a 24-22 victory over the Stars. Hebert's gutsy performance made him the obvious choice for the game's most valuable player, the league's highest-rated passer, and the inaugural season MVP. Hebert's best accomplishment of 1983 may not have come on the field. Bobby took advantage of a clause in his contract that allowed him to return to NSU to receive his degree. During his time in the USFL, Hebert had 3 playoff appearances, as well as 2 trips to the Spring League's title game. The second trip came in 1985, also against Jim Mora and the Stars. In 1986, Hebert and Mora crossed paths for a third time, this time on the same sideline with the New Orleans Saints of the National Football League. In '87, Hebert led the Saints to a 12-3 record. It was not only the best mark in franchise history, but it was also the first winning season in the team's history, and marked the first time the Saints made the NFL postseason. In 1991, Hebert returned to the Saints lineup after a year off. Bobby came back with a vengeance as the Cajun Cannon quarterbacked the Saints to their first ever NFC West championship. From '87 to '92, Hebert led the Saints to 19 straight wins against AFC opponents. In 1993, Bobby went marching out of Saints uniform and into the nest of the arch-rival Atlanta Falcons. In the second game of that season, Hebert replaced an ineffective Chris Miller as starting quarterback for the Falcons. One of the highlights of the season for Bobby was a victory over his old team on the floor of the Superdome. Hebert was under center in all but one of the Atlanta victories that year, including wins over Dallas and San Francisco. Bobby was rewarded for his outstanding season with his first trip to the NFL Pro Bowl. Hebert led the NFC to a victory over the AFC All-Stars. Hebert ended his illustrious career after the 1996 season. 33,775 yards to go along with his 218 touchdowns. Hebert also won over 65% of his starts with the New Orleans Saints and currently ranks as the 9th most accurate passer in NFL history. Bobby came to Northwestern from Cutoff, Louisiana after leading South Lafourche to a state football championship his senior year. Bobby has several records at NSU. He set the school's single-game record for yards passing, total yards, and total yards per game. And despite only one injury-free season, Hebert still ranks as the Demons' 5th all-time leading passer. On December 17, 1983, Bobby Hebert received his degree in business administration. Hebert later made Theresa his wife, and today they are the parents of 4 children.